So, all right. So now listen. I'm gonna start over from scratch. As men, you have to trust in the Most High. Okay. There's going to be people who don't like what the Most High tells you to do. You may not even like it. Not only that, you most likely won't be comfortable with what the Most High is telling you to do. Yeah, listen, all we know is what we were taught here. You heard? We were taught shots, injections, eat this, make them proud. This is what you need to operate in life, right? This and that and this and that. When you're raised and groomed on this type of indoctrination, and then all of a sudden, the Most High starts dealing with you, he's going to have you doing some things that you're not comfortable with, something that you ain't never seen nobody do. He's going to start telling you to stop doing things that everybody's doing. He's going to tell you to do something that nobody's doing. Your mom's going to say, you're crazy. You know what that feels like when your dad says you don't know what you're talking about? You're crazy. When your friends are like, yo, you're crazy. You feel me? It gets that bad. It gets that bad. And that's why the Most High has to tell you, listen, you got to trust me. Do you trust me? Because he changes you. He changes your mind. He changes your heart. He changes the way you think. Look at Psalms chapter 25. How does it start? To you, O Lord, I pray. Don't fail me, Lord, for I am trusting you. Did he say that he's trusting in money and prosperity? Did he say that he's trusting in his friends and the government and handouts and this and that? No, to you I pray, and to you I am trusting. Don't let my enemies succeed. Now, come on, he doesn't have to go into details. We know who the enemy is. Who did Moses have beef with? The rulers of that day, meaning government. Who did Jesus get hung by? The government. Who did Jeremiah have beef and problems with? The government. Who was throwing him in the jail and putting him in goddamn dungeons and shit? The government. So when he talks about don't give my enemies victory over me, you know exactly who he's talking about. You don't have to second guess. Okay? So he has to have trust in the Most High. He's saying, don't give them victory over me. What are they trying to do? They're trying to kill him. Ain't nothing changed, bro. Back in Egypt, they had a population reduction plan too. And who was the first one on the list? The black man. And that's why Moses' mom, she tried to hide the baby and put him on a raft and sent them down the valley so she could possibly save the man's life, save her baby's life. Nothing changed. Okay? You're number one on the list. Been number one on the list. Them prisons ain't full of black people just because we're oh so bad. We're being fucking targeted. A blind man can see that. Okay? So for you to give a damn, excuse my language, about somebody's opinion, you're out of your mind. While the Most High is working with you and dealing with you, you care about somebody's opinion. I don't give a damn if it's your wife, your brother, your mom, your sister, your relatives. I don't care if it's your son or your daughter. Their opinion don't mean nothing when the Most High is dealing with you. All right? Listen, I know. My mom already told me that she hates me, hope I die. Stop dealing with me because I believe in the Most High. My dad cut my ass off because I wasn't conforming to what he wanted me to be and do. He couldn't stand the Hebrew Israelites. You hear me? He died that way. All right? My own children. I have a daughter and a son who want nothing to do with me, yo. Only because of the way I see things clearly and try to help and guide them. They say we don't want to deal with Mr. Churchy. We don't want to deal with Mr. God. He's just like my brother. My brother said, all right, you go talking about that God shit again. My own son and daughter feel that way about me. Do you think I give a damn? Does it hurt? Yes, it hurts. But you got to trust the Most High. Don't you ever let nobody take you off your square. And yes, we are on a square. Because this is a goddamn game of chess. Okay? And we're all being moved and pulled. Some people are being Some people are being inspired, and others are being influenced. The blind leading the blind, they go into the ditch. Some of them are actually going to make it to the promised land. Some are going to survive. But if you're sitting around caring about the opinion of these people, I'm telling you, Lot, his wife, was for the system. He had somebody with him who wasn't really down for what he really stood for. Although he was a man of God, they were dealing with him. She was a woman. She was kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out. The politics inside of Sodom and Gomorrah were in favor of the woman in Sodomites, the same way it is to this damn day right now. It's in favor of the woman. It puts women on pedestals and Sodomites on pedestals. So it was easier for him as a straight man who was being called toxic and shit in Sodom and Gomorrah. It was easy for him to run out. And while trying to take his wife, she looked back, got turned to a pillar of salt. Why? Because her heart was still there. Her best friend was probably a Sodomite. You hear me? She was prosperous there. She wasn't going through it like him there. So for him to give a damn about her opinion and second guess the Most High, he would have got caught up. You must know this. The Most High told you to study to show thyself approved. Because if you're just looking around, you're always gonna feel like the oddball, like maybe there's something wrong that I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like if you're not reading and studying and trying to become in tuned with nature, becoming in tuned with the Most High, go back into yourself and find out who you are and why things are the way that it is. You have to study to get there. You have to ask the Most High, fill me in, bro. Fill me in. Because I'm not vibing with this type of information that the whole world is just taking and accepting and running with it. I feel like the eyeball out. And I'm telling you, when they call you crazy, they really want to make you think you're crazy, bro. When they call you that, they're not just trying to be rude. No, they really do want you to think like, yo, nigga, you're talking crazy. You're being crazy. Let's go to Psalms 27 real quick. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Who shall I fear? When evil men come to destroy me, they will stumble and fail. Why? Because the Lord is his light. If the Lord is your light, then you don't really have to follow anybody. He's the flashlight that's in front of you, leading you. You feel me? You don't get caught up in nobody's opinion, bro. You heard? You don't give a damn about what nobody. Oh, I ain't going. You might have a girl that say, I ain't going. I don't want no parts in that. Well, no, not me. Okay, well, not you then. Well, bye. You heard? And that's the kind of test that many of us are going to be dealt with. They try to make a mockery of it by talking about some damn that Will Smith and Jada and all that crap, whatever it was. But they try to make a mockery of it. It's here now. The Most High is separating the wheat from the tare. There's going to be men who go this way. There's going to be women who go that way. Okay? It's just separating the wheat from the tare. My children, I love them dearly, but I know for a fact that they're not coming. My two children, I know for a fact that they're not coming where I'm going. And I know that their mother had too much impact on them, too much influence that I don't have enough. I can't persuade them. I can't. They've been had by this society. And it is what it is. And guess what? Where we're going, when the Most High brings us, and the Most High's people, when they get there, there's going to be many people that have certain stories that sound similar to yours. It's just like the movies, man. While you're sitting there, after a lot of shit done went down already, and now you're around these people who you didn't even know last year. You never even knew that they exist. Now, all of a sudden, the Most High just put you in a position where now you're just with these people. Now, y'all going to be sitting there having conversations like, yeah, I lost 2 children to Babylon. You know what I mean? And it's going to be a guy who's going to be like, my wife stayed behind. She just didn't. She wasn't for it. She just thought that there was another path, another route. She thought that there was other options. She thought that it wasn't as bad as it was. See, I felt it. She heard it. She heard me talking about it. It really wasn't part of her interest. It was just always on my mind and on my heart. And when it got, I guess she thought that I was just talking. But when it came time for me to put in work and action, she wasn't ready. She wasn't for it. So she stayed behind. And it's not going to take an Albert Einstein to realize, and he's retarded, so I don't know why I use him as an example, but it's not going to take a genius to realize she's dead. You didn't have to even be there to see it, to know that, yeah, she's dead. The way it looks out there, and you ain't got the Most High, she's dead. Or she's going to die. You heard? Read Isaiah. Study the scriptures. Don't let nobody get you second guessing what the Most High put on your heart. If he's leading you in this direction, do it. Go. Listen. You can't just listen. And this is the reason why the Most High, he has you prepare to make the move. He don't just throw you into a position and say, go ahead, move, go that way. He don't do that. He makes you prepare. He has you spend time out in nature. He has you go out and buy a tent. He has you start the building, gives you skills all of a sudden. Now I know how to build all of a sudden. He got you building. He got you, instead of lighting up the grill, you out there lighting up a fire. You know what I'm saying? Burning wood and shit. He got you burning your trash instead of sending it off for devils to play with your DNA. You know what I'm saying? He got you, I'm telling you. So when push comes to shove, and that's push come to shove, that's that Most High. He's saying move. Go ahead, move. He sets everything up very slowly. He gives you the opportunity, right? But many are called, remember this, many are called, few are chosen. Everybody's not going to be called by the Most High. But your husband was called by the Most High and you didn't listen because you were too damn stuck up or too opinionated. You thought that you had other options. You feel me? Many are called, few are chosen. You got to remember that. Even my oldest son, he was called, maybe not by the Most High, but his father was called. So I'm like, yo, son, this is what we need to do. This is what you need to do. And I'm telling him how school is this and that. He wasn't trying to hear it. He ain't trying to hear it. Been with his mind for too long. So yeah, he was called too. My daughter was called. Even their mother was called. She had the nerve to call me a conspiracy theorist. She called me a damn conspiracy. She used that word on me, bro. You're a conspiracy theorist. Ain't that funny? And now my children, they grow up to think he's a conspiracy theorist. That's a shame, bro. While trying to save you, while trying to give you information that your aunt and your uncle can't give you, not won't give you. They won't because they can't. And they wouldn't if they could. You know why? Because they couldn't. It would never be, it wouldn't even be possible. And they don't have the type of compassion to sit even a family member down and start to give them the ins and out of what they don't know. You know what I mean? To sit there and say, I love you. I'm your aunt, I'm your uncle. Bro, aunts and uncles ain't giving people irrefutable truth. They're not giving that to them. I give it to complete strangers. And I don't have a problem with that. It's just in me. You feel me? But then there's always somebody to try to come along and even change my interests. Somebody who don't goddamn know no better. You don't want to debate with me. And this is not being arrogant, but you know, you don't want to debate me when it comes to this. I'll tear you up. So how are you trying to change my interests? Go sit down, Satan. You're a fool. Not even my own children can make me go back to Babylon. And I'm not even all the way out. None of us are. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But I plan, and we all should be planning to keep going that way. Because these devils are trying to do sneaky, conniving stuff and offer little things to keep us. You hear me? The Most High said that the truth shall set us free. And like I say, as a man, you're really going to, well, listen, it's simple. Trust in the Most High. It's just that simple. Listen, Psalms chapter 28, in the beginning, it says, I plead with you to help me, Lord, for you are my rock of safety. If you refuse to answer me, I might as well give up and die. See? So caring about what people think who don't even believe in the Most High, that's going to get you killed. These people don't have foresight the way that we see it, bro. They can't see what's coming, what's inevitable for their ass. They think that because they got a car, a house, a little bit of prosperity, or a little comfortability, that it's okay. They think their opinion matters. It don't. And when you get to talking, they actually classify it as you're just speaking your opinion. Bro, when I can prove something beyond shadow of a doubt, you know what I mean? Straight truth, irrefutable. It's not, I'm not just speaking my opinion. To you it may be, but that's all right. But you can't sway my, you can talk that. You can talk the talk, but you're not pulling my heartstrings by sitting there saying that you don't believe me, or you don't believe in a God, or that you believe that you're a God. That don't pull my heartstrings. I guess we'll find out. Miss God or Mr. God, Queen, Empress Divine. I guess we'll see. Miss Empress Starseed. We will see. And we're already getting there. It's a shame that you can't see it. It's a shame. All these murder suicides going on and nobody's watching. I watch. I'm seeing it. I'm taking note. Nobody's really watching. You go to these women's page, murder suicide, bro. She's on her page calling herself Queen. All right, Queen. You got caught cheating, Queen. You got caught flirting. And this dude just blasted you, Queen. I can't even argue with you after he did that. I can't say, damn, I thought you was a... There ain't no I told you so. There ain't no I thought you was a almighty goddess. There is none. After these people breathe their last breath, that's it. Then they got to go over and be judged. Imagine that. The goddess getting judged. Imagine that. I'm telling you, man, these people... He said, they scream. They scream. And people say, well, I hear what you're saying, but you ain't got to yell, though. Bro, ain't nobody trying to yell at you. It's all right to be passionate towards something. You know what I mean? I can't help what I care so much about. It's not my fault that I feel the slaughter that's going on around here, that you don't know about it. It doesn't concern you unless you're seeing it, unless it's right before your eyes, or it has to be in your family. Well, I'm not like that. I'm not cut from the same cloth as you. I read the Bible and get emotional. I read the Bible and get happy. You know what I'm saying? I can feel this. I can feel where they lied at. I can feel that no, he didn't say that. No, I can feel the lie. I can feel the truth. Okay? You don't let these people sway you. These people's opinions don't matter. Don't punish me with all of the wicked ones who speak so sweetly to their neighbors while planning to murder them. You hear that? Have you ever heard that the tongue was a double-edged sword? What do you use swords to do? To scratch somebody's back? No, you don't. What did the Bible say yesterday about falsely accusing somebody, bearing false witness against somebody? Said that you might as well have killed them. You might as well sent the spear straight through their heart, right? It's the same as murder. It's the same as murder. Okay, so now listen. Don't punish me with the wicked ones who speak sweetly to their neighbor while planning to murder them. Does that mean that they really want to come over and that they're really planning to come over and beat your ass? No, they just know that later on in the day, they're going to be talking dirty about you to their friend that comes over and say, he's a weirdo. He or she does this and he did, slandering you. Slander is identical, is the same as murder, the Bible tells you. Where did we read that at yesterday? You remember? I can't even think. But that's what it means. It's slander. The tongue is the double-edged sword, bro. And these people of the world are constantly swinging it. Who ordained you? Who died and made you king? Oh, you just got it all figured out, huh? You just got it all figured out. Okay? I'm telling you, listen, the mouth, and these people all got something foul to say. Trust me, especially if you're standing up for the Most High. You see the Hebrew Israelites that go out and speak on the corners? Do you see the angry mob that starts to form? People start going all berserk and shit. Like we're out here on Venice Beach. You're out here with your family. And how are you? You're just over here screaming. That's the demons coming out of these people, bruh. That's the demons coming out of these people. They don't hit you. They don't smack you. But they're screaming profanities at you. They're lying, slandering you, saying that you're a liar, you're this or you're that. You could be reading the Bible and they're saying they're calling you a race baiter and this and that. Listen, these people got it coming, and the truth hurts, and they're going to be punished. Don't punish me with the wicked ones. Listen, give them the punishment that they so richly deserve. measure it out to them in measure it to them in proportions that meet their wickedness. It's saying, pay them back for all of their evil deeds. They care nothing for the Most High or what he has done or what he has made. Therefore, the Most High will dismantle them like old buildings, and they will never be built again. Go read Obadiah. Go read Obadiah. Praise the Lord, for he has listened to my pleadings. He is my strength, my shield from every danger. I trusted in him, and he helped me. Joy rises in my heart until I burst out in songs and praise him. How do you get to this point where joy is bursting out of your heart and you're praising the Most High? And you're sitting here actually saying that the Most High helped me. What did he just say? He said, I trusted in him and he helped me. If you read Psalms carefully, if you read the Bible carefully, it talks about trusting the Most High. He came to me the other day and asked me, do you trust me? And I said, yeah, I do. Joy, because I trusted the Most High, joy rises in my heart until I burst out with songs and praise to him. The Lord protects his people and he gives victory to his anointed king. The king wasn't always a king. He went through trials and tribulations, bruh. Life is not always easy. Okay? David was sitting there saying, Father, protect me from those who persecute me. They prey on my life. I never did anything to deserve this. But they wish calamity on me. And they wait and they plot on my destruction. I don't deserve this. That same one pleading to the Most High in that type of way became a king. The same one who was going through it, no love in the world, he became a king. Why? Because he trusted in the Most High. Okay? The Lord protects his people and gives victory to his anointed king. Defend your people, Lord. Defend and bless your chosen children. Lead them like a shepherd and carry them forever in your arms. How do you get the Most High to do that? By trusting in him. He's going to put things on your heart, and it's going to be your own conscience basically speaking to you. That's how it's going to feel. I don't need to be doing this no more. I don't need to be drinking this. I don't need to be eating this. You know what I'm saying? This gives me the bubble guts. I don't care about the taste. I need to stop eating this. This gives me acid reflux. My body is rejecting purging. There must be a purging. It's called the wheat from the tare. There's all types of purgings, man. Listen, everybody feels so bad about those fish that's coming up dead in the water in the ocean. Let me tell you something about those fish. They don't belong in there anyway. Yeah, they're genetically modified. Those tilapia fish, there's like 120 something different DNA strands that man created. So when you see these fish coming up floating, just know that most of them, they didn't belong in there anyway. There's a purging going on all over the world. There's a purging going on in the hood. There's a purging going on in the suburbs. There's a purging going on out in the wilderness. There's a purging even going on inside of your body. It's nutrients versus, it's vitamins, minerals, nutrients versus parasites. There's a purging going on within. Babies throwing up and you force the Similac back in its mouth and try to force it on it. Well, just know that you're responsible for the generational curses in your lineage. And you're going to pay. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. It's raining. It's a rainy day, and this internet's probably going to mess up a lot. Let me plug it in. I got a short cord, so don't mind this, y'all. The internet's probably going to keep messing up, actually. Appreciate everybody with the like button. Good looking out. If the sound goes out too bad, let me know, please. All right, so like I said, there's a purging going on. You see it. There's a purging going on in the earth right now, and they're prepared. You see the black caskets. There's a purging. You see the black caskets. They're only going to tell you but so much. There's a purging going on in the air right now. You see the planes flying by spraying that shit. You see the birds crashing into buildings, hitting the ground and dying. There's a purging going on in the water, on the earth, in the air, and inside your body. Okay? You got people that's running around and don't even know this. They're in this earth, but they're not thinking like this on this level. And so they're dying. They're the ones that's being purged out. Okay? I'm telling you, the Most High said that the truth shall set you free. And if you ask the Most High for it, you can receive it. What the brother say, or sister? Emperor says, trust me, when streams like this, speaking truth, it isn't the, you said it isn't it's the feds that lag the stream. They're trying to stop the, okay, you're saying it's not the rain, it's them, yeah, scrambling the signal. You right, fam. You right. They do love to do that. They love to do that. Come scramble the signal. And peace. How you doing? Happy Sabbath to everybody, y'all. Happy Sabbath to everybody. Where else am I? Where am I gonna go? Where am I gonna go? Hold on. Because we had two back to back dealing with trust, didn't we? The other day. I don't know, but I know Proverbs. I had Proverbs. I had one in Proverbs too. I think it was chapter 3. Mr. Brooks. Yo! What's going on, Mr. Brooks? Long time no see, fam. I mess with Mr. Brooks. What's going on with you, fam? I ain't seen you in a minute. Okay, listen. Proverbs chapter 3. It starts off saying, my son, never forget the things that I've taught you. If you want a long, satisfying life, closely follow my instructions. Never forget to be truthful and kind. Okay? Yo, is this the only charger that we got? Is this the only charger that you got? This little short one? This thing's tiny. Huh? Oh, okay. Never forget to be truthful and kind. You listen, don't let these devils, although, and thank you for hitting the like button, y'all. Don't let these devils, they're trying to give you a bad day. Why would you let them be successful? They're trying to get on your nerves. Why would you let a retard get on your nerves? You listen, you know how you get them back? You can either ignore them or you can kill them with kindness. Take your pick. Ignore them or kill them with kindness. Continue to be nice. You're making them work harder because now they're gonna go back to the drawing board and say, we got to do more to get to him or her. You know what I mean? We have to do more. We have to do more. But you notice, one thing that you notice, what they don't do is they never touch you. They don't smack you. They don't punch you. You feel me? They want you to open up the door for hand-in-hand combat. And now you lose even when you win. You may beat the shit out of them and you lose. You may lose the fight and you lost 2 times, double time. I'm telling you, these demons work very strategically through these people. Not too much, G. Holding on. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Stay strong, bro. For real. I'm gonna have to come check out your channel, man. They stopped promoting your channel to me. You know how they got the shadow ban going on. I'm gonna come check your channel out today, bro. Catch up on some of your stuff. If you want favor with the Most High, and with man, in a reputation for good judgment and common sense, then trust the Lord completely. You hear that? If you want favor with both the Most High and with man, in a reputation for good judgment and common sense, that's like an honorable man, then trust the Lord completely. Don't ever trust yourself. Because the flesh be wanting to do something, bro. The body be wanting to smack somebody. The body be wanting to bark on you. You know what I mean? The body, it be wanting to do things on instinct. And the devil knows this. So he presses all kinds of buttons. And he sends all kind of people. He'll have, bro, I'm telling you, he'll have your wife just start talking foul, potty mouth to you and make you want to ball your fist up. Like, what? The devil knows what to do, bro. I'm telling you, this nigga knows what to do. He's like, oh, them people in Walmart, I couldn't get you to smack them people at Walmart. I couldn't get you to bark on your, I couldn't get you and your dad to get into it. I have your wife start talking to you like a child. You feel me? When you walk away from the situation, the Most High will reward you. Yes, I'm telling you, if you just walk away from her and say, you know what, I can't take it no more, I'm done. You'll be a year later like, yo, it was hard, but that was the best decision I ever made. And then you realize, now I gotta leave this whole town. And it's hard to do. But when you leave, you be like, yo, that was the best move I ever made. And then you see people from that town talking about, I hate this town. I'm ready to move. And then you go and tell them, listen, I left 2 years ago. That was the best move I ever made. I ain't never coming back. You feel me? I'm telling you, walking away is best. You may walk away sad. You may walk away kind of holding on a little bit. And then when you walk away, you got the biggest smile. You got a bigger smile and you're more happier now than you was before you bounced. That's just how it is. You know? Don't ever trust yourself. Trust in the Most High completely. You know why? Because you know why he's saying you don't ever trust in yourself? Because you get used to stuff. You get used to stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to come out of your comfort zone. I'm used to drinking a beer when I get stressed out, or taking a little sniff of this, or I'm used to binge eating. You know what I'm saying? Or watching BET videos to take my mind off of stuff, whatever it is. Because these are the things that you trust. But who taught you to trust these things? Satan likes to get you familiar with wicked practices and stuff. And that's why the Most High say, listen, when I tell you to put that down and pick something else up, you might not be used to it. And your parents never told you about this. Your aunts and uncles never taught you about this. I'm putting it on your heart. I'm telling you. Or my messenger or my prophet is telling you. Do it. Because he speaks, you know what I mean? That might not be me speaking, but he speaks for me. That's just like Moses. Moses was a messenger of the Most High. Don't trust in yourself. Trust in the Lord completely. All right? In everything you do. And put the Most High first. And he will direct and crown your efforts with success. Don't listen to these people. You might find yourself alone, bro. You have to walk away from every fucking body. This is telling you to stop compromising. Where did we read that at yesterday? We read that word for word. Don't compromise. Yesterday, we read it word for word. No, it wasn't Psalms 25. Don't compromise with the wicked. Because what did it say? I forget, man. We just read it yesterday. But anyway, continuing. Put the Most High first, and he will direct you and crown your efforts with success. We got 7 people in here. We got 7 likes. That's a good sign right there. Peace, everybody, and thank you for hitting the like button, y'all. I hope y'all having a good day so far. Don't be conceited, sure of your own wisdom. Instead, trust and reverence the Lord and turn your back on evil. When you do that, then you will be given renewed health and vitality. Honor the Lord, okay? And that's why you had somebody like Moses, he died at the age of 120 years old, but he was considered young and still vigor. The Bible tells you so. 120-year-old, young and still vigor, he still had many years left, but he was disobedient to the Most High. Then he died. What did the Most High tell us? He said, come out of the customs of the heathen and I will restore your lifespan. We're dying early. We're 20 something years old with gray hairs in our head. We're in our 30s and got gray hairs popping up all over the place. We're in high school and some female's like, yo, stay still. And she pops a gray hair out of your head and says, look, You're fucking 16 years old and somebody's in school popping a gray hair out of your head. They're killing us. And the Bible told us about that too. They said that your young men will have gray hairs on their head and won't even know that they're being destroyed. It's not my opinion. Okay? Listen, honor the Lord by giving him the first part. Listen. They made it normal to have an unhealthy diet. They made it normal to tell children, you love pizza, right? You love pizza. A concoction that they put together. It's like crack. When you get a crackhead to fall in love with crack, and he can't, now you got him in love with something that he can't create. That means that you can drag him. You get him addicted and hooked onto something that he's dependent on, and he don't even know how to create it. You're the creator, then you can drag him for the rest of his life. It's a concoction that he don't know how to put together. It's not even normal. It doesn't exist. You take Coke, you take this leaf, you mix it with this, you take a little bit of acid, you mix them together. You know what I'm saying? Then you boil it with baking soda, and now you have this thing that he loves. And he don't know how to get it, so he's robbing from his own family to give the money to you. You feel me? Pizza is the same way. When you tell a child you love pizza, you took flour. But before you did that, you took wheat. And then you did this with the wheat. You grinded it. Then you made flour. Then you mixed the flour with water. And then you made a concoction. You took cheese. But you don't just get cheese. You took cow milk pus. Then you mixed it with this. Then you did this. You feel me? Then you took tomatoes. You mushed them up. And you put this whole concoction together. And then you told the child, you love pizza. And they're like, yeah, we love pizza. Something that they can't create if they wanted to. Okay? From scratch, they can't do it. I'm telling you, it's the same way how they did the crackheads. You don't make somebody fall in love with something that don't exist. Like that, something that you created. That's bullshit, yo. And that's how they drag us. Lollipops. You got the kids eating lollipops and popsicles and Tootsie Rolls and birthday cakes. For, you know what I'm saying? All the kind of shit to poison them. And now they're dependent on it. Come on, man. And then you at the house, you use it in the same way how these devils use certain shit that we rely on too to drag you with it. Like, if you don't get this shot, then you can't work here. Right? Ain't that how the devil do us? If you don't put the mask on, you can't come in. If you don't got proof that you got the thing, then you can't work here. You can't make money. This is what you do to the child. You get the child hooked on lollipops and games systems and shit like that. And then when they don't do what you say, you take the lollipops away. You take the juice away. You take the game away. You drag them the way the devil drags you. And then you wonder why the Most High says that you are of your father, Satan. You took on his customs and mannerisms. You took on the same characteristics as the one who's dragging you. I'm telling you. That's why the Most High says, come out of her, my people, yo. It's terrible in here. Yo, honor the Lord by giving him the first part of your income, and he will fill your barns with wheat and barley and overflowing your wine with the finest wines. Now listen, that don't mean to take your money and give it to one of these satanic ass pastors. Your income is animals. Back when this was written, money has changed throughout the years. It was money. That's why Job, they call him Job. It spells Job. It's Job. Job was a very wealthy man. Why? Because he had all them goddamn animals. Okay? He had all them animals. And he'll trade you an animal for probably like a bushel of wheat, which is money. That's money. That's currency. They're trading currency. Okay? So when it says that to give, that means to don't trade it. That means give it. Who does the Most High come for? Who does he send messengers, prophets for? Who does he give gifts to? The poor and needy, not the rich already. The Most High comes for the poor and needy, the meek, weak, mute, and destitute. So you take your income, okay, and you go and give it to them, the ones who need it the most, and the Most High will bless you. They got it, tithes and offering, they twisted it. They got you giving your money to these damn satanic ass Illuminati puppets. You don't give it to them. Okay? Young men, do not resent it when the Most High corrects you. Young men, don't resent it when the Most High corrects you. He's going to send a messenger. He's going to send a prophet. He's going to send somebody with the truth. And he's going to say, leave these damn thoughts alone. Put your pants up, boy. You know what I'm saying? Come out of them clubs. Come out of them bars. Stop getting high and intoxicated. Stop getting drunk. Stop chasing these women around. That's what he means. Okay? Don't get mad when somebody gives you righteous judgment, whether it's in real life or on YouTube. Okay? And he's talking to the young men. All right? Bro, I try to talk to my own mom. She's in her 50s. She don't like it. She got a problem. He's telling the young men that don't get like that. How do you think he feels about the elders? I had an older man tell me, you got it all figured out, huh? I got more figured out than you do. You know what I mean? Trust me. Listen, for the Most High's punishment is proof of his love. So while all these people are sitting around talking about, I'm rich, I'm blessed. Dude, you're rich. You're a gangster and the world loves wickedness. So you think you're blessed because you got a Benz and a Beamer and a Lamborghini and money? You think you're blessed and that you can bless people? The Most High doesn't work. He don't work that way. Study to show thyself approved, y'all. All these people calling themselves blessed, all these Christians or whoever, talking about that they're blessed because of what they got, their assets. They're the opposite. The Most High ain't worrying about them, no rich people. He don't come for them. You think Jeremiah was rich? No. Read the story of him. He was not rich at all. Come on, bro. Listen, read the story. We go through it. Yeah, sometimes we come into higher positions because the Most High puts us in a position where when he gave you the truth, it can be, he put you in a position, he put certain people in position that they can speak truth to a vast amount of people. Some people. But then others, he'll leave poor so that they can reach the ones who are down. I'm telling you, that's how the Most High works. Listen, the Most High's punishment is proof of his love. Remember that. Because when we was little, when we had friends who could stay out all night, we thought that their parents was the bomb. But then when we grew up, you realize that they're the ones that had the parent that didn't care. And the one, when we had our parent, we thought that they was mean. That's the parent that cared because they punished us and they whooped us. You know what I mean? That's the parent that cared. So the Most High's punishment is a token of his love. Just as a father punishes his son, he delights in making him better. So the Lord corrects you. He takes delight in making you better. Okay, if the Most High stops correcting you and he stops punishing you, just know that he left you. You hear me? You hear me? Listen, I said a long time ago and I say it again. These so-called Christians and these Hebrew Israelites who come on their channel and you see their big ass house and they got a huge living room with the fireplace and all that, and they just look like they don't really got too many cares in the world. I wonder about them. I'm just going to tell you right now, you may disagree with me, but I wonder about them. You look very, very comfortable. You hear me? You just look real comfortable sitting in that big ass palace, yo. I'm just saying. The man who knows right from wrong and has good judgment and common sense is happier than the man who is immensely rich. I repeat, the man who knows right from wrong and has good judgment and common sense is happier than the man who is immensely rich. But if you look at it, the rich one, they're partying and always celebrating, and they really think that, well, they're living they think they're living a dream. For such wisdom is far more valuable than precious jewels. Nothing else compares with that type of wisdom. Wisdom gives a long, good life, riches, pleasure, and peace. What kind of riches do you think that it's talking about? If it ain't talking about a whole bunch of money, what do you think it's talking about? Fruits, vegetables. You never go thirsty. Okay? You don't have nobody sitting here selling you like Dr. Sebi. I'll sell you this, but I'm not going to tell you where to get it from. You know what I'm saying? You're in America? Oh, you're shit out of luck. No, that's BS. He a liar. He a liar. We got herbs around here. The Most High will show you where they're at. Okay? Got you out in the yard, now you're digging up roots. I used to think this was weeds. Yeah, that's because the devil told you so. What do you think he means by riches, man? You got all the wheat and barley that you need. You got all of the herbs that you need. You got all of the natural springs, waters, rain. You know where to get the vitamins and nutrients from. That's a rich man. Okay. All right. Wisdom is a tree of life to those who eat her. Oh yeah. And when you can give those types of vitamins, nutrients, and knowledge to your offspring, to your children, you are rich. And the Most High really hooked you up to be able to raise your sons and daughters in wisdom and watch them grow to be virtuous men and women. Man, listen, you're very wealthy. Those rich people, let them go ahead and party and bullshit, dance and shake their ass. Let them do it. Let them go ahead. Don't. That's why the Most High said. He said, "Do not envy the prosperity of the wicked." Ain't that what he said? He said the prosperity of the wicked. Although their mouths lay claim to heaven, I'm blessed. I'm highly favored. Don't follow their path. It's a slippery road that heads straight to destruction. Okay? Their best argument is prove it. Because you never died before. That's the best. That's the one only thing that they can say is prove it. You feel me? But we will all see. Life is quick. And it's like the blink of an eye. And for them in particular, it says that in Psalms chapter 73. The Lord's wisdom founded the earth. His understanding established all the universe and space. The deep foundations of the earth were broken open by his knowledge, and the skies poured down rain. It says have two goals: wisdom, knowing and doing right, which is common sense. That's your two goals. What goals did they teach us in school? Learn how to count money, learn how to count, learn his story, and get a job. Right? And they also told you to make your wife happy. That's another goal in life. You know why? Because happy wife, happy life. But what does the Bible teach you? To trust in the Most High, and he'll give you what you need. But they tell you happy wife, happy life. Be a provider. Be somebody that she looks at and says, he can take care of me, even though I got my own, and I don't need you. You can still take care of me if I need you to do that, you could. Make that bitch happy. That's what they're trying to say. Make that wench happy and have a happy life. You goddamn, get out of here. Satan's on a pedestal in this world, and he got that wench right next to him and got us down here trying to look up to them and serve them. Are you crazy? That's what the Most High. That's why if you read Proverbs, he's always saying, my son, young men. Listen, number 4, chapter 4 starts off saying, young men. Listen to me as you would listen to your father. Listen and grow wise, for I speak truth. Don't turn away, for I too once was a son, tenderly loved by my mother as her only child. This is Solomon. I was the only child loved by my mother and the companion of my father, which is his mom. He told me, he's saying he was a companion of his father, okay, in the love of, in one of the loves of his mother's life. He told me, never forget his words. If you follow them, he said, this is his dad. Who's his dad? Who's Solomon's dad? David. His dad told him, if you follow my words, you will have a long, happy life. But is he about to tell his son, make your wife happy, because happy wife, happy life? You think he told his son that? Hell no. They're trying to lead us to hell. They're trying to get you to make the same mistake that Adam made. Why? Because the Most High put it on Adam's heart, right from wrong. And he told her right from wrong. But Eve wanted to do what she wanted to do, trying to seek knowledge. Yeah, it was a good cause. Well, I'm just seeking knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. All right, yeah, okay, that sounds good. But you're being disobedient on your pursuit. Okay? And he wound up following her, protecting her interests. Happy wife, happy life, right? And they went on to have children, didn't they, after that? Yes, they did. And their children wound up to be, well, at odds with each other, to say the least, right? And now look at our households. My dad raised us up in that house that said, happy wife, happy life. He picked her over us, my stepmom. And guess what? We had a household where, as brothers and sisters, we were all at odds with each other, just like Cain and Abel. You see? What did the Most High tell you that he's going to do for the man who trusts in him and is obedient? What did he say? He said that I will give you a wife who is what? Content, right? And he said, happy children who are vigorous and full of energy sitting around a table. Right? Ain't that what he said? Okay, then. Listen closely, y'all. When you look at the household of the parents of Esau and Jacob, when they were born, the mother and the father were obviously kind of at odds because the father promised Esau a blessing. And behind Esau's back, his mother said, Jacob, come here, Jacob. Go in there and act like Esau so you can get the blessing. Am I right or am I wrong? So that means that the mother and father had to be at odds, kind of, like Adam and Eve. Like my mother and my father. Think about that. And then what happened between Jacob and Esau? They're at odds, brothers. Till this day, at odds. Listen, I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. Listen. Learn to be wise, he said, and develop good judgment and common sense. I cannot overemphasize this point. Cling to wisdom, she will protect you. Love wisdom, she will guard you. This is your heart. He's put this right on your heart. And if you pray to the Most High and you ask for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and you tell him that you accept the responsibility that comes with it, he'll give it to you. But it is going to put a lot of responsibility on you. I hope you're ready to walk away from a lot of members of your family and a lot of people that you grew up around, a lot of people who you really thought that you loved, and you did. I mean, what you thought was love is what you had for them. You wind up surrounded by none of those people. You hear me? And they don't want nothing to do with you either. If they can't change your interests, they don't want nothing to do with you. But as far as you changing their interests, forget about it. It's never going to happen. So you're going to have to remove yourself. Determination to be wise is the first step towards becoming wise. You got to want it. You see, the Most High don't just give you something that you don't ask for. Because he's sitting here telling you determination to be wise is the first step of getting there. Okay, why? Because you have free will. The Most High is not just going to pull strings in your life for you that you're not pulling for yourself. You ain't tugging on them. Ask and you shall receive. Seek and you shall find. That puts you responsible. When you get the asking so that you can receive it, now you got to get the seeking so that you can find it. Okay? People don't understand that. These are not just words, cute little words. It's true. All right? And with your wisdom, develop common sense and good judgment. If you exalt wisdom, she will exalt you. Hold her fast, and she will lead you to great honor. She will place a beautiful crown upon your head. My son, listen to me and do as I say, and you will have a long, good life. Solomon listened to his dad, and he grew up to be wise enough to write Proverbs. Solomon. There's a book called The Wisdom of Solomon. There's and it isn't that in that's in the Apocrypha, right? The Wisdom of Solomon. It's in the Apocrypha, if I ain't mistaken. I would have you learn this great fact that a life of doing right is the wisest life there is. No, not right. No, not right because the government said it's okay. The government always okay shit. Look at Jeremiah. He's at the temple all the time trying to get them to change. Listen, the Most High told me that if y'all keep operating like this, our people are going to go into captivity. All right? War is going to be brought on us and we're going to lose. And they weren't trying to hear him. They said, what? Lock him up. Just because it's right and the law says it's okay to do, that don't mean that it's all right. This law keeps every other year, they're lowering the age of consent with these little boys and girls. It's getting closer and closer to pedophilia, and they're slow dripping it in on us, and you know it. Okay? Now they got these I don't know what to call them. I don't even want to. Listen, in schools, with these little boys sitting on their laps, painting their face, having story time with one of these goddamn. Okay, when I was little, it was a clown with white paint and red hair. Now they took the clown out and threw in a goddamn drag queen, and they thought that nobody was gonna notice. You sick ass freaks. I would have you learn this great fact that a life of doing right is the wisest life there is. So that means that just because you see an opening and you think you can get away with something, don't do it. Just because you see that you can steal something, don't do it. And just because the government says that if you do it, we'll give you this, don't do it. And then you will realize that you not going along with their satanic agendas, they can't do shit anyway. What? Listen, an army full of pedophiles and cats who watch porn and eat whatever they want and drink whatever they want, they're lawless completely. They might follow the laws of the land, but they're lawless of the Most High. They're just a bunch of reprobates. They can bring their whole military up against one righteous man and won't be able to do shit. Why would you be afraid of a pedophile with a gun? Why would you be afraid of a wicked, old, nasty pedophile? Or a succubus, a nasty, blood-sucking succubus, old, wrinkled up one with a crown on her head? Why would you be afraid of her if you're following the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High? That's why he tells you, be not afraid. You have people who say, well, I have no fear. You're fear-mongering. You should be afraid. People get it twisted. When he says, don't be afraid, fear not, he ain't talking to everybody. Whenever you hear the Most High say, fear not, he's usually showing up to one of his sons, one of his messengers, one of his prophets, somebody that he deals with. He says, fear not. But other people, he'll scare the mess out of you. Don't you remember? Moses wasn't afraid of the Most High. But the people were, the whole entire congregation, the whole nation of Israel was. It was thundering and storming, and the Most High, and Moses said, listen, he's talking to y'all like this, through the thunder and lightning like this, because he wants y'all to be obedient and stop sinning. And then it said Moses turned around and he walked off into pitch black, where the Most High dwelled at. Okay, Moses was not afraid. Why? Because he was righteous. He had nothing to be afraid of. But when you're not righteous, you're going to tremble at the sight of the Most High. I hope you understand. I hope you understand. Okay? Moses was a man who ran while living in Egypt. He did something. Okay? He killed those two Egyptians who was picking with one of the Hebrew Israelites, fellow Hebrew Israelites, and he wound up running for his life into the wilderness. Out in the wilderness, he met the Most High. He drank from nature. He ate from nature. He pooped, he peed in nature. He put his DNA back into the ground. He was out there barefoot, vibing, hiring his vibrations. And he hired them so high out in the wilderness that the Most High said, now it's time. Go back in there and walk up to Pharaoh, straight up to his face, and tell him what he's going to do. Okay? That means that Moses ran out in fear of his life, but then he returned, walked right up to the Pharaoh's face and said, listen, this is what you're going to do. You feel me? He was righteous. He was out in the wilderness. He wasn't sinning. He wasn't watching no porn out there. He wasn't chasing no damn women out there, simping and cussing and playing Xbox and PlayStation and eating pig. And he wasn't doing that out in the wilderness. He was being as natural as possible. And the Most High likes that. Listen, as he says, I will have you learn this great fact, that a life of doing right is the wisest life that there is. You live that kind of life, you'll not limp or stumble as you run. Carry out my instructions and don't forget them, for they will lead you. They will lead you to real living. That means that you got a lot of people in life who are alive, but they're living a death style and not a lifestyle. Okay? Most people in this earth are living a death style and not a lifestyle. And he's telling you that if you do right and not wrong, then you're living the wisest life possible, which is going to be a real lifestyle, not a death style. That's what he's telling his son. Okay? Now, if you follow the law of the land, you will be wicked and you're going to go down and suffer the same fate as these devils. Yes, be rebellious. You think these Christians want to hear what I'm saying here saying? Hell no. He's saying to be rebellious. These Christians are for everything. They're constituencies of Satan. Politics and religion go hand in hand. They're quick to tell somebody, no, don't do that, don't fight, don't go to war. No, God goes to war. It's his judgment is his. Don't go over. But then when they see a soldier, they say, thank you for your service. You goddamn hypocrite. You're a hypocrite. You tell us to not fight. You tell us to be docile, but then you tell us to bow down to the government. You're a fucking hypocrite. Oh, war is not bad. And war is bad as long as you're a civilian doing it. But as long as you're signed up with the government doing it, thank you for your service. You fucking hypocrite. Excuse my language. Don't do as the wicked do. Avoid their haunts. Turn away. Go elsewhere. That means don't celebrate Christmas. Don't take on the customs of the heathens, of these other nations. Ain't that how Jeremiah chapter 10 verse 1 says? Don't take on the customs of the heathen, these other nations. Okay? Avoid their haunts, turn away, go elsewhere. For evil men don't sleep until they've done their evil deed for the day. And that's you. Well, I woke up in the morning, I went to work. It's an honest living. Y'all keep on listening to New Breed if you want to, talking about making an honest dollar. Ain't nothing honest about these dollars that's being made around this. You hear me? An honest dollar. The only thing you're worrying about when you go to a job is what shifts you got open and how much you pay. You're not saying, what do you got me doing in here? What am I creating for the world? What kind of products? What am I putting together to give to the world? Because we have no righteous thought. We have no type of morality whatsoever. How much are you paying and what is your hours? I'll do it. Tell me what to do and I'll do it. Now listen, they're telling you that the man doesn't go to sleep until he did his evil deed for the day. It's your job, god damn it. It's these people's job. You don't get it. You're working for the beast system. You're the reason why they employ you to do their wickedness. You're employed. You're employed to do their wickedness. Do you know what they do when they send the army to go to war? They employ them. You can either be employed or deployed. These are military terms. That's why John F. Kennedy told you that this is a military industrial complex, and they killed them for it. He wanted you to know that while you're in school, you're being groomed to be employed by the government. You're carrying out orders by the beast system. We want you making, we have many institutions. We have ones that make poisonous food. You can join that one. We have ones that have hotels where people can go in there and have their little sexual pleasures or whatever they want to do. You can work there. We have, I don't know, you can work for our churches. You have to be ordained by us to go and teach. You have to teach what we tell you to teach, right? Or we're going to shut your ass down. You can go and teach the children, but you have to teach what we tell you to teach, or we're going to shut your ass down. You can have all kinds of stuff, you feel me? But it has to be through us. It's a military industrial complex. Okay, you need to see what it is. When the Most High told you to come out of here, my people, I hope you know what he was telling you. They don't rest until they cause someone to stumble or fall. They eat and they drink wickedness and violence. But the good man walks along, listen closely. The good man walks along in the ever brightening light of the Most High's favor. The dawn gives way to the morning splendor, while the evil man gropes and stumbles in the dark. But they have us look at them like he's the real man. Look at his money. Look at his car. He got a Charger. He got a nice house. He's not the guy. He's just not. They told us everything backwards. And the succubus, she goes for that kind of guy too. She goes for him. He's a provider. Okay? Shabbat Shalom. What up, Corey? He has died recently. Who died? He has died recently. Law enforcement tells us it was suicide, but no one close to him believes it. He never showed any suicidal tendency. May his spirit rest eternally. Who you talking about? Who died? Oh, you said it was he recently died. Who you talking about? Who's that? Who that happened to? My Wi-Fi is acting weird, but I was referring to a good friend that you may know named Robert. No, Robert who? And I'm sorry, and I'm sorry to hear that, but Robert who? he joined a stream a while back. Oh, he did? And he's dead. They claim he committed suicide. That's crazy, bro. Now I really don't remember who that is. But I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that. We got to be strong out here, bro, for real. Go ahead, lay down, D, dude. We got to be strong out here. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. I'm sweating. Y'all good? Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. I really am. I'm tired of hearing about people dying at the hands of these devils. I'm pretty sure Wayne Daniels died at the hands of these devils too. Verse 20. Listen, son of mine, to what I say. Listen carefully. Keep these thoughts forever in your mind and let them penetrate deep within your heart. For they will mean real life for you in radiant health. What is radiant health? You know what radiant health means? That means that the positive, the good energy is going to be emanating off of you and all around you. Okay, that means that you ain't going to have to worry about no dog running up and biting you. You're going to have a good spirit. You're going to have a healthy body, a healthy mind, and a healthy soul, and a healthy spirit. You're not going to have to worry about getting bit by this or by that. You're not going to have to worry about being in fear of going in the woods or in nature. You're not going to have to be afraid of some devil, some pedophile that don't like you. They got a problem with you speaking the truth. You're not going to have to worry about that. You're not going to have to worry about the opinion of the people in your town, the racist people on the outskirts or in your town or anybody who don't like you. You're not going to have to worry about that. The Most High is going to have you. Above all else, guard your affections, for they influence everything in your life. You hear me? Guard your affections. That means the things that you care about, the stuff that you hold close to your heart, the stuff that you say that you love, the things that these devils try to make you fall in love with. Now you're struggling with alcohol because alcohol used to help you in your pain. Okay, now you can't stop eating pizza because they actually try to make you feel affection towards pizza. They say you love it. Right? Football, basketball. Who's your idol? Who's your idol? They made you declare that you had an idol when you were younger, and it was most likely a football player, a basketball player. Now you just can't stop rocking Jordans. You feel me? Guard your affections. It's not only about people, bro. These devils made us think that we can fall in love with objects. It's not possible to love an object. Okay? The only object that I say in this world that you can possibly love is the temple of the Most High. When our people actually build our own temple again, and we can actually come in here and praise the Most High, not one of their stink ass churches, not one of their wicked ass synagogues. No, our own temple. I think that's the only object that you can honestly say, I love this place. You feel me? Other than that, no. For they influence everything in your life. Okay, see, now listen. Now the temple will influence everything in your life. The temple will. That's where all of our righteous laws are going to be passed down from. The temple. It will influence every single aspect of your life. And that's why you're going to be able to love it and have so much affection towards that place. Spurn the careless kiss of the prostitute. Spurn it. Do away with it. Hate it. Want nothing to do with it. Okay? The kiss from the whore, the harlot. Stay far away from her. Look straight ahead. Because she's going to be over there showing her butt, showing her breasts, showing her curves. Look straight ahead. Don't even look at her. Watch your step. Stick to the path and be safe. Don't be sidetracked. Pull back your foot from danger. Listen to me, my son. I know what I'm saying to you. Listen. Watch yourself. Lest you will be indiscreet and betray some vital information. For the lips of a prostitute are as sweet as honey and smooth and flattery with stock in trade. But afterwards Only a bitter conscience is left for you, sharp as a double-edged sword. She leads you down the path of death and hell, for she does not know the path to life. She straggles down a crooked trail. She staggers down a crooked trail, and she doesn't even realize where it leads to. She don't even know, man. Young men, listen to me and never forget what I'm about to say. Run from her. Don't go near her house, lest you fall to her temptation and you lose your honor, and give the remainder of your life to the cruel and merciless. That's what my dad did, bro. Following behind one of these goddamn harlots. Least strangers obtain your wealth. And that's what happened. My dad died, and the man, listen, that woman took all his money, bro. His family didn't get nothing. He ran away with her. And you become a slave of foreigners. Least afterwards you groan in anguish and in shame. And that's what happened to us. We became slaves to foreigners. Why? Because Adam lost all his honor and he gave in to Eve. Right? And now look at us. We slaves to foreigners, and it keeps happening over and over and over again. When syphilis consumes your body, and when you say, oh, if I had only listened, if only I had not demanded to do things my own way. Oh, why wouldn't I take advice? Why was I so stupid? For now, I must face public disgrace. And now look at us. We're a walking shame. We are a shaking of the head. We are a byword, a negative byword among the nations. Look at us. We ain't shit. We're a laughing stock. We're just dancing entertainers, hooping ball players, boxers, mandingo fighters, butt shakers, belly dancers, thoughts. We are the world's prostitute getting pimped by every nation in the earth. And it's a disgrace. We are a public disgrace following behind women. That's what it's in here telling you. Don't do it, or you will become a public disgrace. Drink from your own well. What did Eve say though? What did Eve say? She said, here, taste this. And he ate, right? She ate from the tree and she took a portion of it and she gave it to him and he ate. It says, drink from your own well, not hers, my son. Be faithful and true to your own wife. To your own wife. Don't go out here seeking these fast ass women, bro. Why should you beget children with women of the streets? That's like Tupac said, why plant seeds in a dirty bee waiting to trick me? Not the life for me. He knew better. That's why he's 25 without no children. At least he knew better. Why should you beget children to a woman of the streets? Why would you share your children with those outside of your home? Let your manhood be a blessing. Rejoice in your wife, the wife of your youth. Let her charms and tenderness embrace. Her tender embrace satisfy you. Let her love alone fill you with delight. Why delight yourself with prostitutes embracing what isn't yours? Now, a lot of people probably got a wife at home who don't tenderly embrace them. You know what I'm saying? But that still don't mean go out there and get some quick satisfaction from a prostitute. Okay, for the Most High, He's closely watching you, and He weighs. And when I say prostitute, there's many different forms of currency. It doesn't only have to be pay her money. These women will take attention too, bro. You hear me? They'll take attention and they'll take your semen. You heard? It's not all about money. That's not the only type of currency in the world. They're attention seekers. All right? And they like quick satisfaction, these women out here. Okay? Don't let the devil paint the narrative to you of what a prostitute is. Okay? These Instagram models are prostitutes, bro. These women showing it all on Facebook, they're prostitutes too, bro. And these women in these clubs and bars are too. And they're raising their daughters to the same way. And the men are doing it too, protecting the interests of the women, not knowing what he's raising his daughter to be. For the Most High is closely watching you, and he weighs carefully everything that you do. The wicked man, okay, so these people talking about YOLO, you only live once. Why would you put that slogan out there? No, I know why they'll put it out there. Why would you follow? Why would you listen to somebody named Drake? Why would you let him make you believe that you only live once, thinking that there's no punishment for your wicked deeds, when the Bible just sat here and told you that the Most High is watching your every move very closely? Okay? The wicked man is doomed by his own sins. They are ropes that catch and bind him to his own sins. He shall die because he will not listen to the truth. He has let himself be led away into incredible folly, foolishness. Okay? Now, I'm going to read chapter 6 and then we're going to stop there. I'm going to take a brief intermission and come back on here around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But we're going to read chapter 6. Son, if you endorse a note for someone that you hardly know, no, I'm not going to read that. I'm not going to read that. I'm going to go and read Psalms 139. Okay? O Lord, you have examined my heart and you know everything about me. Now, what did we just get done reading? That the Most High watches you very closely. Okay, so all them people that think it's YOLO out there, you better listen closely. Lord, you have examined my heart and you know everything about me. You know when I sit or when I stand. When I'm far, when far away, you know my every thought. You chart the path that's ahead of me. You tell me where to go and when to stop to rest. Every moment you know where I am. You know what I'm going to say before I even say it. You both precede and follow me at the same time. And you place your hand of blessings on my head. This is too glorious, too wonderful to even believe. I can never be lost to your spirit. I can never get away from my God. If I go up to heaven, you will be there. And if I go down to the place of the dead, you're there too. See, and they told you that it's the devil that does good. It's the devil that does good. It's God that does right. Listen, we gonna see. You better study. If I ride the morning winds to the farthest oceans, even there, your hand will guide me. Your strength will support me. If I try to hide in the darkness, the night will become light around me. You remember what's his name? He tried to go, he tried to hide from the Most High. He went on that boat. What was his name? That was Jonah. You know, you can't run. For even the darkness cannot hide from the Most High. To you, the night shines bright as day. Darkness and light are both alike. You made all of the delicate inner parts of my body, and you knit them together in my mother's womb. Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. It is amazing to think about it. Your workmanship is marvelous, and how well I know it. You were there while I was being formed in utter seclusion. You saw me before I was born, and you secluded each day of my life. You scheduled each day of my life before I began to breathe. Every day was recorded in your book. How precious it is, Lord, to realize that you are thinking about me constantly. I can't even count how many times a day your thoughts turn towards me. And when I awaken in the morning, you are still thinking of me. Surely you will slay the wicked, Lord. Surely you will slay the wicked. No, he loves all. God loves everybody. Well, which is it, you devil? Because on one hand, they say the Most High loves all. He's all forgiving, right? He's all forgiving, all kind and all mercy. He died for us to be able to sin, Jesus. So all of your sins are already forgiven. But then on another hand, you sit there, when I prove to you that that ain't the truth, then you sit there and say, well, vengeance is his. Vengeance is his. Well, who's he going to take vengeance out on if everybody has already been forgiven and we're all going to heaven? Get your lies straight, demon. These demons can't even lie straight, bro. You can tear their ass up. I'm telling you. Their lies only work on other demons. People who don't know the Most High and don't care to know. Well, that's an oxy. Well, who cares? Well, if your lies are working only on wicked people, then you're unsuccessful, aren't you? Think about it. Surely you will slay the wicked away with bloodthirsty men. They will be gone. They blaspheme your name and they stand in arrogance against you. How silly can they be, O Lord? Shouldn't I hate those who hate you? Oh, that's hate. That's hate speech. Listen, verse 21 says, O Lord, shouldn't I hate those who hate you? Shouldn't I be grieved and angry with them? Yes, I hate them, for your enemies are my enemies too. You know damn well the Pope hates the Most High, God of Israel, the God of the so-called Old Testament. You know damn well the Queen hates the Most High. You know the president does. You know the government does. You know the police do too. But if you go to the Queen saying that I'm a Christian, I believe in Jesus, she'll be happy with you. A wicked piece of like her will be happy to hear you say, I'm a diehard Christian. The Pope is wicked as he is. He would be happy to hear you say, I believe in Jesus Christ. He's my savior. That'll put a smile on his face. That should make you wonder. The police station full of crooked, murderous cops. If you go down there claiming to be a Christian and singing them songs, they won't have a problem with you whatsoever. But tell them you're a Hebrew Israelite and you believe in the God of Israel, the God of all the worlds, the one and only God, the real God, the true God. They'll all have a problem with you and they'll shadow ban you and they'll put the FBI on you and they'll watch you and they'll try to call you a race baiter, a warmonger, and they'll try to say that you preach hate. You better think for yourself. Don't let somebody think for you. I repeat, oh Lord, shouldn't I hate those who hate you? Shouldn't I be grieved by them? Yes, I hate them, for your enemies are my enemies too. When you got a mind who thinks like that, then guess what? The Most High says in return to you. Because the Most High is the type to return a favor for a favor. He'll say, okay, well, your enemies are my enemies too then, my son. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test my thoughts. Point out anything that you find in me that makes you sad and lead me along the path of everlasting life. O Lord, you are my deliverer. 140 starts off. You are my deliverer from evil men. Preserve me from the violent who plot. What is a plot? That's an agenda. They have a wicked agenda for you and for us. They plot and they stir up trouble all day long. They got their scientists. They're constantly trying to find a way to poison and kill the people by chemical and biological warfare. You hear me? I'm telling you, our enemies got suits and ties on. They got on white lab suits. They got big ass bank accounts. They got the biggest white smiley pearly teeth with the most conniving smile. You'll probably fall for it. You hear me? They come out there and they try to teach you how to be prosperous yourself. That's our enemies. You hear me? That's our enemies. Straight up. Don't nobody want to talk about that though. They'll point you out and say, no. Who do you think you are? They plot and stir up trouble all day long. Their words sting like poison. Their words sting like poisonous snakes. Keep them out of their power. Keep me out of their power, it says. Keep me out from the reach of their power. Preserve me from their violence, for they are plotting against me. These proud men have set up a trap to catch me, a noose to yank me up and leave me dangling in the air. They wait in ambush with a net to throw over me and hold me helpless to their meshes. O Father, my Lord and Savior, my God and my shield, hear me as I pray. Don't let these wicked men succeed. Don't let them prosper and be proud. Let their plots boomerang and come back on them. Let them be destroyed and let them be destroyed by the evil that they have planned against me. And it's happening. I'm telling you, the Most High said that they'll be caught by their own traps and snares. And I'm telling you, they are. It's happening. I'm actually seeing Masons dying, bro. Back in 2020, when everybody's dying in the middle of that plan, I seen Masons die, bro. Masons from the town that I'm from died in that shit, yo. Fat ass Masons. How the hell are you a Mason? Almost every Mason that I know is a fat ass, overweight. How much do you really know? You don't know nothing. They don't really give you real information, bro. It's no real brotherhood. They don't care about you, boy. Their fat asses dropping dead in the midst of that stuff, bro. And excuse my language, y'all, please. Thank you, everybody, for hitting the like button. Let them be destroyed by the evil that they planned for me. Let burning coals fall down upon their heads, or throw them into the fire, into the pits from which they can't escape. Don't let liars prosper in our land. Quickly punish them. Liars, he says, don't let liars prosper in our land. What do you think he's talking about? If you go over to Jerusalem right now, you got white people over there claiming to be the Hebrew Israelites, but they just call themselves Jews, and the Jewish. If you got a shirt on that's blackish, is it black? It's blackish. These are the Jewish claiming to be Jews. And the Most High said that those who claim to be Jew and are not, they are of the synagogue of Satan. The synagogue of Satan. That means the house of Satan. They sit at the right hand, the left hand of Satan. Okay, now listen. He says, don't let liars prosper in our land. We have been taken captive from our land and brought to a strange place, captivated by a strange people. And now we speak a foreign language in a foreign land, far away from our home. There's liars in our land who erected their own synagogues and their own temples in the house of the people of the Most High. Don't let them be prosperous there. These are liars, it says. Punish them, but the Lord will surely help those who they persecute. Who do you think they're persecuting? They stole our identity, claim to be us, and they treat us the worst of the worst. The Most High will persecute those who persecute us. He will maintain the rights of the poor. Surely the Most Highs are thanking you. The godly are thanking you, for they shall live in your presence. Okay? So, I'm about to end this on that note, y'all. But I will be back on here. Keep your faith and trust in the Most High like he told you so. You must keep your trust and your faith in the Most High. Live a righteous life. Don't do what you know is wrong. And you're going to find out more things that are wrong as you go along, and don't do those. That's how it grows. It just doesn't happen in one day. Okay? If you stop eating and drinking what's wrong, the things that you know of, then the Most High will replace it with things that you didn't know was good for you. That's how it works. Now you're out there picking dandelions out of the yard because you know that they're good for your pancreas. Now you're taking the dandelion root and you're making tea out of it and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're eating the things that these devils taught you, lied to us and told us was weeds. Now we find out these are herbs growing up around us all day long. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy when you find out how in the rich, they cut all weeds. And they think that they got it the best out there. You go out there, everything's freshly snipped. But in the hood, the weeds grow up around you. You're living in abundance and we can't even fathom it actually. But as we live and we learn and we grow wise, it's like, yo, like all of their traps and snares do come back to haunt them. You feel me? I'm telling you. Because while we was looking at them living up in the big house, we was like, oh, I want it. You look around at us, we got all the vitamins and minerals and nutrients around us, bro, for real. We just didn't see it that way. But I'm telling you, search and you shall find. Ask and you shall, seek and you shall find, ask and you shall receive. Get on your hands and knees to the Most High every day and tell him, Father, give me knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And I accept the responsibility that comes with it. He'll answer that. And you will become a smart person. Trust me. Trust me. I heard Mark the Messenger say the same exact thing. He said he was in a hotel and he was seeking knowledge and he wanted the Most High. He said he got on his hands and knees and he said, Father, give me knowledge. And he gave it to him. I was listening to a dude named Smart, the rapper, and he said the same thing. He was in jail and he got on his hands and knees and he asked the Most High to make me smart, make me one of the wisest men in the world. And now and the Most High gave it to him. And I'm telling you, the same exact thing I did in jail back when I was 21 years old. I got on my hands and knees and I said, Father, give me knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And I accept the responsibility that comes with it. I don't know what came over me, what made me say it, but I said it. And the Most High gave me wisdom. Peace from Michigan. Peace, family. Peace. Peace, family. Oh, yo, Malcolm, I got your message the other day. I don't know if I responded, or I meant to at least like it, but I can't find it now. You sent me a message saying, and I appreciate it too, that you like you like the videos, the audios, and that you would like to make a like a tape or some type of CD of it. I'm with that. I'm actually with that. And it's funny that you said that because the same week that you said that to me, I was looking at a Walkman that where you can record recordings actually on tape just by hitting the record button and it gets recorded on tape. And I'm thinking about making tapes and then making copies. Okay. And possibly sending them out. I don't know. But that I just want to let you know that's a great idea, bro. And if you're interested, when I do make that, I will send you a copy. Okay. I'll probably be doing a lot of reading the Bible and breaking down scriptures and telling them the things that the Most High put on my heart too. I'll probably do certain series where I'm telling about all of the experiences that I have. I have probably a new experience almost every other night when I go to sleep. The Most High deals with me. But some of the real they're not, all of them are not they're not relevant to everybody, you know. So but the ones that are relevant to people, they can give you some insight on what's going to happen, because a lot of the insight that the Most High gave me of the future, it hasn't happened yet. Some of it is it's here, a lot of it's here and now. But a lot of it has not happened yet. There's still stuff to come. Okay. And so that stuff I'll put on tape and I'll send it out so people they'll know what to prepare for. All right. So peace to you, fam. And that's just my reply to your message. Let me go through some of these comments before I end this. Anyways, brother, I gotta go. Enjoy your day and keep preaching the truth. All right, peace, family. I'm late, my bad, but peace, family, and thank you for coming through. Corey says my tent got pretty destroyed by a storm last night. Praise Yah. I stayed dry though. I want to try to build something in the woods after the Sabbaths like you did. Yeah, that's a great idea, fam. Do that. That's a very great idea. I got my tent out there right now. It was raining a minute, wasn't it? It was raining a minute ago. Yeah, I got my tent out there right now. I'll be over there later today. That's a great idea. I hope you do it. I hope you make a video of it. If you build something, I hope you make a video of it. Yeah, just make sure you make it rainproof. You know, that's the hardest part, making it rainproof. I made my thing so rainproof that I actually made that thing bug proof damn near. I said, I don't even want an ant to be able to get in here. As soon as I was done with it, they came and kicked the door down. They came and kicked the door down like you should expect them to do, you know. So just and I'm not trying to give you worst case scenario. Just know that they're watching us. I'm not trying to discourage you. I do hope that you build that thing. I hope you do it. You know, I'll be making one pretty soon. I don't know where, but I'm going to pretty soon. Everybody who came through, let me sit this up for a minute. Everybody who came through, thank you. I appreciate it. I try and really want to be on camera because I'm real rough today. I haven't twisted my hair since May. I'm rough. But everybody who came through, thank you. I appreciate it. Everybody who hit the like button, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm gonna come off for like an hour, go and eat something, and then I'll be back on here probably reading some more scriptures in a little bit. All right. So I'll holler at you later. All right. Peace, everybody. And have a good day.